pick of the show. It's so pretty. It is the Tanzanite and diamond ring in 14 karat gold, 14 karat white gold. I just want to stare at it. Clearance price at $719.98. I can't believe that's what you're getting for what you're getting here. 1.15 carats of your gemstone, and just a little touch of your diamonds there as well. $719.98 is $379 less than the QVC price on this. What a gorgeous ring. Tell me about this one, Jeff.
This is my favorite gemstone. In 25 years I've been in the gemstone industry, 17 years of it were dedicated to Tanzanite. And I've traveled the world, I've studied it, I've ventured the mines, I've worked with some of the biggest players in the business, and we're very fortunate at QVC over the many years we've been doing this to have developed the best relationship with one of the best Tanzanite suppliers in the world. This Tanzanite is not just a good color, it's the best color. So in Tanzanite world, the grading is as high as it goes is AAA. This is beyond that. This is a next level. This is that velvety blue color that you see in it. And
Velvet's
that's
a great
the
word.
highest caliber you can get. Not to mention that I love the side profile giving you you can see the depth to the stone. It's not a shallow stone. You want a deep Tanzanite stone. It gives you more color and more value. You have that here. And I'm just going to say that it's an absolutely beautiful stone. And that's what you're saying as well. And I think most of us can agree. There's other fun facts that I don't want to get too technical with, but the fact is it's a single source gemstone, one place in the entire world you can get it. And in that little teeny mine in Tanzania, East Africa, at the bottom of Mount Kilimanjaro, in a small little village there's 4 sections of the mine, and they literally call them A, B, C, and D blocks. 3 out of 4 do not produce Tanzanite any longer. Only 1 produces Tanzanite. 2 years ago, for the first time in the history of the gemstone world, the Tanzanian government took over the mine. They kicked out all the site holders who paid millions of dollars to be site holders, and they now control the mining, and it's incredibly difficult to even get a rough piece of stone out of Tanzania. So it's definitely a generation stone that will be depleted and no longer available in our generation. And
that's so
I say
interesting.
that with all sincerity.
That's so interesting to me, Jeff. In fact, the whole story you're telling is just fascinating, and your history with this stone, to have such a life story and a career built on a stone, is absolutely amazing. So it is one of those things where the earth isn't creating it anymore, right? Like once it's gone, that's it for this stone, unless we find it somewhere else. Is that even possible?
No, and I only say that because people have spent billions of dollars
trying to find
a location globally, and it just hasn't. It doesn't exist. And the emeralds, rubies, sapphires, even your garnets, and all these other gemstones, tourmaline, quartz, topaz, they're found all over the world. Diamonds are found all over the world in multiple countries. Right? Tanzanite was, first off, it's a baby. Literally was discovered in only 1967, given the name Tanzanite in 68 by a Tiffany company who didn't like the name Zoyazite. Can't blame them. They named it Tanzanite after Tanzania, and it just took off. And now here we are looking at 75, 80% of the mining opportunities are gone, but about 95% of the product is gone.
So, I mean, can you imagine, first of all, gifting this to somebody, saying that you're one of a kind or you're 1 in a million is not, what a symbolic gesture with this stone. But then also, if you're picking it up for yourself, or to be able to own it in your own life, and think about passing it down to kids, grandkids, great-grandkids who may never have a chance to purchase Tanzanite, may never have a chance to have any of their own because it's gone. That is what a legacy piece to have. And while $719 is a high price tag, it really at some point will be priceless because you will not be able to get it anymore. Plus you have it with the diamonds, and that's just the story and the history and the feel of it. When you look at it, it's almost deserves a new color name. Yeah, you can say it's got purple, it's got deep blue, but you also, when you hold in the light a different way, you see shades of turquoise, and then you see shades of light blue, and then it's just a stunningly rich color. And add that, or play off of the diamond, then the highly polished 14 karat white gold. It's just a stunner of a piece. I do need to mention you can do 12-month special financing on this, and that will allow it to be just about, did I hear $60 a month or so far? $80 a month for the next 12 months. You can also do 5 easy payments of $144 a month on your own major credit card.
And Kirsten, I want to share just a fun story because I think you'll appreciate it. Mother's Day is coming up.
It is.
In Tanzania, all right, in Tanzania, this is known as the mom's gym. It's not a particular month.
Wow.
Here's what happens. So in the Maasai tribe, the women of Tanzania, in this little area where they live, if a woman is pregnant, she's going to become a mom, they recognize her 2 ways. They give her a rough piece of Tanzanite. It's not like this. It's just a rough piece of Tanzanite. But more importantly, they give her this purpley blue shawl. It's a silky cloth that goes over their shoulders. Every time they go out of the house, to go to the store, to go into the market, to go wherever, go to the school, they wear this cloth. And it's so everybody in town knows that she's an expected mom. Everyone watches out for her, helps her cross the road, helps her carry things. So this is in a little teeny village in Africa where this is such a beautiful tradition for moms that they give them Tanzanite to protect them and to let everyone know that they're a mom.
Oh, I love that. I love that story.
Things that we should do every day anyway, but
It
they
is.
make sure they identify, someone who's caring, right?
And if you were to gift this to a mother or a mom to be, what a wonderful story to be able to tell them. I don't know how it worked with you and your family, but when our babies were born, I did always get a piece of jewelry. That it's been so long, I totally even forgot about that. And what a wonderful gift a piece like this would be, especially with a story like this being the mom's gemstone.
Absolutely.
We have fewer than 200 of these left to go around. And then it's gone. It's gone for good. There is no reorder on this. Again, you've heard Jeff tell the story. To be able to even get back into Tanzanite, and especially a grade that is beyond the best grade of Tanzanite, that is next to impossible. So we can't get any more back in stock. Clearance sale price. Once it's gone, it's completely gone. 12 monthly payments makes it more affordable for you, or 5 easy payments. And we are last call now in size 6, I believe. And yeah, it's, every way you look at this ring, it is stunning.
And it's solid too. I want to say this though. I would not recommend sizing this ring, only because even though there's plenty of gold to work with, so you normally would say I could probably size it. Notice how the diamonds are pressure set, like a tension set.
Right.
And more importantly, the Tanzanite is a tension set. There's no prongs. So you don't want to relieve any of the tension there. You might actually lose a stone.
That's very important. Yeah, I was just talking to, I think, Stacy in the last show. My wedding rings in the shop sounds like it's a car. It's not, because it was done over and over and so much, and I've lost a little diamond, and I'm really worried about the stone. So you've got to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
So it's getting a little tune-up. It's getting polished, cleaned, and tightened, most importantly, because I think they had to put some new prongs in there too. 19 years of wearing a wedding ring, it starts to have some things happen to it. Clearance sale price on this. Please do not wait. Jeff, so you've obviously been there numerous times.
Yes.
What drew you? How did you fall into being just this authority and following this amazing stone for so much of your career?
When I spent 17 years working on the cruise ships. Wow. And on the cruise ships, right out of college, I thought I would go out there for 6 months. I ended up going out there for 17 years. And I really went out there to be an entertainer. I was a master of ceremonies, assistant cruise director, things like this. And then I got into the jewelry, and I loved the jewelry. And I watched someone do a jewelry talk, and I said, gosh, that looks like fun. So I started studying gemstones. I really got into timepieces. And we worked with all the luxury brands. So we would promote all these luxury brands, of course, the highest of highest Tanzanite. And I just loved the color of it. I loved the story. To me, I'd already seen things like emerald, rubies, and sapphires, which are very special and very traditional. But this was just so different. And, you can have the most exotic, really rare gemstone, but if it's not beautiful, you're not going to fall in love with it. You're not going to wear it. It's going to be something you keep in the safe. This is not the Picasso that's embarrassing. You don't want to put it on your wall and people go, ooh, what is that? This is truly the Picasso of the jewelry world, but it's beautiful.
It's so true. We were just in Paris, and we were staying actually by the Picasso Museum, and my kids are like, I don't understand Why do people? I was like, well, it's art, honey. It's art. Like, I don't understand. But you're right.
And I
This.
studied art. It was my minor, and I was actually an art auctioneer for 5 years.
Wow.
So I have a passion for it. However, I love the wearable art that I appreciate and I love the look of, and I can see it all the time. That's what I like
this one. This is truly special. It's why it's my pick of the show. Please don't wait on it. We have fewer than 200 left to go around. Clearance price, once it's gone, it's completely gone. $379 less. And something that is not going to be around forever. In fact, we might easily in our lifetime lose the last of the Tanzanite.